Hey there, Ospreys! Welcome back to another episode of Amber's Marvel Musings. I am your host, Amber Landerneau, with Captain Marvel right around the corner, coming out March 8th. This would be an excellent time to learn about the new hero entering the Marvel Cinematic Universe just before Avengers Endgame release. And it's also just in time as Women's History Month is in March. This is the first female superhero lead solo film for the MCU. For this episode, we will mainly be setting up to talk about Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. There are several different Captain Marvels, one even being outside of the realm of Marvel in DC Comics, also known as Shazam. Marvel Comics had a few disputes with publishing their own Captain Marvel, and finally paid off a settlement that would allow them to be able to trademark the Captain for their use, with a number of runs and a few publishings at least once every 2 years to keep their trademark. The first CM was Mar-Vell, who was an alien military officer of the Kree Imperial Militia, who was sent to observe Earth while technology was being developed for space travel. After siding in favor of Earth and turning against the Kree's ill intentions that were planned for the planet, Mar-Vell allied himself with Earth while the Kree Empire deemed him as a traitor. He fought to protect Earth from all threats. His career was short-lived because he developed incurable cancer from exposure to nerve gas during the battle with the villain Nitro. The second Captain Marvel was a New Orleans police lieutenant, Monica Rambeau. She possessed the power to transform herself into any form of energy, briefly altered, and instead of transforming energy, she was able to generate personal force fields. Her original abilities were later restored by someone named the Stranger. She gave up the name Captain Marvel to the original Captain's son, Janice Vell, and she took on the name Photon, until yet again Janice adopted the same name as her. After a discussion of the two, Monica decided to move on to a new name, Pulsar. Monica went on to join HATE, a team known as the highest anti-terrorism effort that fights weapons of mass destruction. Most recently, her codename is Spectrum. The third Captain Marvel is Janice Vell, who was a genetically engineered son of Mar-Vell and his lover Elias. He was artificially aged and had false memories implanted in his brain, making him believe his father to be Star Fox, who is the brother of Thanos, and that he thought he had a normal childhood. Janice ends up going crazy after losing control of his cosmic awareness and threatens to destroy the universe. The multiverse is recreated, and one of the anomalies of this is Janice having a sister. Coming in as the fourth Captain Marvel is Phyla Vell, younger sister of Janice. She was created in the same sense that Janice was after the universe was created. Phyla tries to lay claim on the title of the Captain, but her brother refused to give it up. As fifth Captain Marvel, Kinnear, he was a Skrull agent who was bonded with the DNA of Mar-Vell and was given replicated tech that Mar-Vell had used. But mental conditioning failed, causing the persona of Mar-Vell dominating. The next Captain Marvel is Noh-Varr, joining the Dark Avengers as Captain Marvel. He quits the team on discovery that they were all villains. He took on the role of Protector of Earth with the new codename Protector. Finally, we now have Carol Danvers. We will now be focusing mainly on her. What to know about Captain Marvel is, as we see it from the trailers, is that she is an Air Force pilot that goes along with the comics. And the character was also an intelligence agent who went on to pursue her dream as a NASA employee to explore space. Her life changed from an accident which transformed her into a human-Kree hybrid. But what is a Kree? The Kree have been mentioned and explored several times in the MCU thus far, before with the show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and of course Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Ronan the Accuser and Korath the Pursuer have been the only notable characters appearing in the film so far. Kree's blood has been used to save Agent Phil Coulson, who was killed in the Avengers by Loki, jump-starting the Avengers to work together as a team. Agent Coulson will be also seen in Captain Marvel, the first movie back since the Avengers. The Krees even tie into the Inhuman race, enhanced humans with superpowers. The Kree is an alien race who are technologically and scientifically advanced, And another group that will be a crucial part in the upcoming movie will be a shape-shifting alien race known as the Skrulls. Carol has investigated a number of attempted infiltrations as a NASA security officer at the Kennedy Space Center and disruptions in the America's space program. It was during a battle between Mar-Vell, who has been known to be Captain Marvel, and his rival Jan Rogue, when Carol Danvers was exposed to a Kree device known as Psych Magnetron, which can make someone's imagination into reality. Carol was subconsciously jealous of Mar-Vell's power, and that device responded by rewriting her DNA to make her into the hybrid that matched his abilities. Taking the identity of Miss Marvel, Carol and Mar-Vell fought alongside each other until Mar-Vell's death, where she then takes on the role of Captain Marvel. Other names Carol Danvers has gone by in the comics is Binary and Warbird. Her abilities include energy projection and absorption, flight, and superhuman qualities, strength, speed, endurance, and stamina. I, for one, cannot wait to go see Captain Marvel in theaters. I've already assembled a few people to go see it with. I remember going to watch Avengers Infinity War last year with coworkers, and as soon as that movie ended, my phone blew up, and I was trying to text like 6 people at once because they were all freaking out about the same things I was. This is a prime example of why I want to see movies like this opening weekend. That, and because I follow a lot of the fan pages, and I would not be a happy camper if something gets spoiled for me. I'm glad official Marvel pages and even the actors associated with the movies have made it known on their pages that they do not want fans spoiling the movies for others who can't see it right away. Especially with the trend last year of Thanos demands your silence, meaning to keep the spoilers to yourself. And then after Infinity War was out, someone had created a thread of how people who spread spoilers should be more like Doctor Strange, who saw the outcome of Infinity War how many times? Just don't do it, guys. It's not cool. Don't spoil it. Well, Ospreys, that's all for this episode. Thanks for joining in. Catch you next time.